Now, I hope you've all got your game faces on because this is going to be the most grueling season of Next Level Chef yet. We'll start where every great chef has started, at the bottom.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. We have Nicole. She had the canned ham. Made a beautiful pasta.
I like it. I think the sauce is delicious. Super creative.
The first 3 chefs heading up to the middle level. Nicole.
The next 2 people that made it to the top level are Nicole and Matt.
The third person earning their spots on one of our teams.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole. I hope you had an amazing week. This is an exciting week. If you're new here or don't know what's going on, let me catch you up. Y'all, I am on season 3 of Next Level Chef. I just found out that Next Level Chef is the most viewed cooking show in history. Gordon Ramsay is the GOAT. He's the executive producer of the show and I got to cook with him and for him, which is kind of terrifying. Last Sunday was the season premiere and we kicked it off with the social media chef auditions. If you don't know how the show works, I am in the social media category. There are 3 categories of chefs competing: professional chefs, home chefs, and social media chefs. So the first 3 episodes are gonna be the audition episodes. They started off with social media chefs, that was me, and we had to cook our way up every level of kitchen to make it to that top kitchen and earn our spot in the top 15. I made the top 15 and I'm so excited!
The third person earning their spots on one of our teams is Nicole. Congratulations. Well done.
If I'm being honest, I genuinely thought I was going to get eliminated on every single level. My culinary journey has pretty much only been baking and making smoothie bowls and snacks, so I've just barely dipped my toes into the actual culinary cooking scene. I definitely felt like the least qualified person to be there, so it's safe to say that I am extremely grateful and so humbled that they chose me to be in the top 15 and compete on the show. I can't really say anything else without giving too much away, but be sure to tune in on Fox. It's every Thursday at 7 Central because season 3 is gonna be wild. Also too, if you're finding my channel for the first time because of the show, hi, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. Please join the family by hitting that subscribe button, or if you've watched my videos but you're not already subscribed, it would mean so much to me if you subscribe to this channel. My goal is to hit 1 million subscribers this year, and I know that with your help, we can do it. I'm also super excited to start sharing more cooking recipes on here. You guys have been asking for this for a long time, and to be honest, I didn't really have the confidence to do it up until now. My confidence grew so much on Next Level Chef, and so I'm really excited this year to start putting out more lunch and dinner recipes, savory cooking, appetizers, and everything in between. Today, we're gonna kick it off with one of the recipes I actually made during my auditions on Next Level Chef. I'm going to be recreating the ham and mushroom pasta dish that I made in the basement.
Let's go, Tim.
Welcome to the basement.
Except this time, I'm gonna show you what I was trying to create. If you watch the show, you know that the basement is the worst kitchen out of them all. Everything's rusted, the tools are terrible, the knives are dull, nothing really works, there's chunks taken out of things, holes burned into equipment. It's just really bad. Our challenge for this cook was to create a dish using canned meat in 20 minutes. You only have 30 seconds to grab at the platform, and my protein was canned ham. Once I got back to my station and looked at all the other ingredients I got, the first thing I thought of was to make a pasta dish with a ham and mushroom cream sauce. So that's what we're gonna make today. If you're excited about this video and to learn how to make it with me, please give this video a big thumbs up before we get started. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I've never worked with canned meats before. I don't really prefer canned meat, and so instead of canned ham, which is essentially Spam, today we're gonna use bacon. You can use leftover ham. You could also use canned ham if you want. I'm gonna get 4 strips and dice them up. As the season goes on, I'm definitely gonna do a Q&A video, so if you have any questions about the show, drop them down in the comments below. Before we move over to the stovetop, we're just gonna prep the rest of our ingredients so that we're all ready to go. We are going to chop up some either baby bella or button mushrooms. Over at the stovetop, we've got a pot of water that is starting to boil so that we're ready for our noodles. I've got a medium frying pan on medium heat and add a little bit of oil to the bottom. You wanna let that oil warm up before you add your bacon. You should hear it sizzle. Now we're gonna let this cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. Now we're gonna add our mushrooms, 2 cloves of garlic, and 3 stripped thyme leaves. Give it a good shake. All those flavors mixed up in there. This smells so good. While that's cooking, we're going to cook our noodles, but before we put our noodles in our water, you are going to generously salt it. You want it to be as salty as the ocean. One of the biggest things I think I'll take away from my experience on Next Level Chef is something that Chef Arrington told me, and she said that every step along the process is an opportunity to develop the flavor. And so instead of creating your whole dish and then adding salt at the very end, every single step along the way is an opportunity to build your flavors and build your seasonings on top of each other so that at the end you have this really deep and rich, complex dish that just has flavors that are exploding. So even something as simple as salting your pasta water is a simple way to get more flavor out of your pasta. While all that's cooking, you're gonna combine some heavy cream into a bowl with 2 egg yolks. And some freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Now we're going to strain our noodles. To be honest, I'm having a little bit of PTSD from this because they didn't show this in the episode. I'm so used to draining my pasta like this with an actual strainer, but the strainer that they had in the basement had an entire chunk taken out of the side. And so I'm thinking, I'm smart, it's no big deal. Just hold the strainer at a tilt and all the noodles will stay on the side that doesn't have the hole in it. Well, when I took the strainer to walk back to my station, I had it tilted and I put it upright, and immediately all of the noodles fell out of the hole. Luckily, my reflexes are quick and I tilted it back to save some of the noodles, but the noodles literally fell on the floor. I looked down at the floor at all of my precious noodles and I thought, this will be what sends me home. I genuinely thought I was gonna get eliminated because of that. I can't believe they didn't show it in the episode, but I thought that was so funny because I think I had like half of the noodles left, like maybe 4 or 5 noodles. And I was so upset because I thought if I go home because of this, I'm gonna be so mad. That was the dumbest thing. I should have just taken my tongs and pulled the noodles out of the hot water and put them right into the saute pan where I was doing my sauce. I shouldn't have even gone over to the sink, but my adrenaline was racing and I was so nervous and I just didn't think. And then now with the heat off, you're going to add your noodles directly into your saucepan. And then add your cream and cheese mixture on top of that. Now with our heat on low, we are just going to mix all this together. Let that cheese melt and make a nice little sauce. Oh no, I messed it up. When I was draining my pasta, I meant to save a little bit of the pasta water to add to my sauce. That was another one of my little tricks. That little secret thing I learned on Next Level Chef. Clearly, I'm still learning, but when you're making this dish at home, before you drain all your pasta water, just take a little measuring cup like this, scoop some of the water out, and then add it to the pasta sauce. It will make it so delicious. Listen, I'm the first to admit that I was the least experienced chef there. Everybody there had either gone to culinary school, owned a restaurant, worked in a kitchen, or has been cooking for several years. And I really just started last year, so I'm always gonna be honest with you and share my mistakes on here because I feel like that's how you learn, that's how you grow, and we're on this journey together. Comment down below how long you've been cooking for and anything you've been loving to make recently. Another thing I learned on Next Level Chef is always taste your food. Taste as you go because every recipe is gonna be a little different depending on your stove or your oven or even the ingredients that you're using. With my background as a baker, I'm so used to following a recipe exactly as it is, but I'm working on being more of an intuitive cook, tasting as I go and adjusting as needed. Oh yeah, that's tasting real good. Pasta dish with ham and mushroom cream sauce. Chef Blais says it's giving him stroganoff vibes.
It's giving me like stroganoff vibes. It's a smart idea.
But in the words of Chef Gordon Ramsay, he said it's delicious and also super creative.
I like it. I think it's also delicious, super creative.
Thank you.
It's just a few simple ingredients like you saw and made in 20 minutes. You don't believe me? Watch the episode because I did it. It is seriously so good. If you want to try it, the recipe is on my website, which I linked down in the description box below. If you make it, please post it on social media and tag me so that I can see. And make sure you tune into Fox every Thursday at 7 Central to watch me compete. The next episode you'll see me on will be the draft. So comment down below and guess which team you think I get put on, but you'll just have to wait and see. Until then, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it and it made you smile, and we'll see you next week. Bye.